Welcome back to my Let's Play for Pokemon Gold and my Mono Electric run. And yeah, I still don't get why that Hyper Beam works like that, because it looks terrible. You'd think it'd be like a beam shooting off its mouth or something, not, just running up and smashing into the guy with a body slam or a tackle. Well, how did you know that? Did you get like a radio detector or something? And how'd you know there's stairs there? Did you read the script? Well, I suppose to answer his question, what took me so long, well, I've head down to Mahogany Town to go face off against, Anthony, the hiker, near the, exit of, Union Cave, assuming you're coming from the side you come on from the start of the game. So I usually consider it the exit rather than entrance. But I suppose it doubles as both. A Rocky Run wishes to battle me, do they? Well, I guess I can send out, Juno, because why not? Well, I guess we'll go with, Thunder Wave. Just to slow down the opponent a bit, just to annoy him, they gotta throw out some status. Oh, darn, it's giving me a pounding. Well, whatever, time to ride the wave and try and drown it. No, in other news, I just never really get why so many YouTubers seem to go out of their way to talk crap about, Magic Cylinder. Like, I get it, it's not that great of a card nowadays when you really think about it, because it doesn't, destroy the monster that's attacking or anything. It just bounces the attack damage back towards the original player. So, it does something, but not enough to really make it super useful. But I don't get why everyone seems to want to take a crap on it, because when the card was originally released, it was in a much slower format, so being able to bounce that attack back might buy you a turn, So it wasn't as bad. I mean, it wasn't the best option. I'd rather have, Trap Hole or Bottomless Trap Hole to deal with an opponent's monster, and just get rid of it, right from the get-go, or the Suketsu's armor to blow it up when it attacks. But, it wasn't that bad, Not the best, but it was usable. And it's still usable to a certain extent. I mean, if you really want to pick a card that, you want to pick on, why not pick something like Greed? A burn effect that, is just nonsensical, because to really do anything good with it, you basically have to make your opponent plus on you on card advantage, which you would never want to do. And you even want to do that even less nowadays than when the card was originally released. Like, the only way you're going to be running Greed is if you're also running, like, Heavy Slump, and even then you gotta basically build a card around Sasuke Samurai number 3, and, having Hero Shadow Scouts or something, be able to flip them back face down so you can flip them again to make them draw enough cards to constantly use it. I mean, you got a card that, basically can't be used unless you have all the pieces in place, or you have to risk, everything on giving the opponent advantage over you, which you just would not want to do. Like, it's just an objectively way worse card. It's only gotten worse as the years have gone on. Like, far more than Magic Cylinder's ever gotten worse over time. Just... ugh. I just wish people wouldn't pick on a card that, was not great, maybe not even good anymore, but, doesn't sort of be crapped on as much as it gets, considering, at least back at one point in time, it wasn't a bad pick. I mean, not the best pick, but not a bad pick by any means. Like, the only reason you even run Greed at all for a Greed Burn deck is if you're just trying to play a casual deck for some fun. Because otherwise, you would never want to run it. Like, you would never go to a tournament and think, I'm going to run Greed Burn. Like, your opponent's probably going to die laughing at you if they even see you try to pull that off. In a setting, for a tournament or something. Like, what on earth are you doing? I mean, I built a Greed Burn deck in the 2006 game, for a little fun, but even I admit it's not one of my favorite decks to play with. I mean, I'd rather run an Amazon Archer deck built around summoning sheep tokens and sacrificing them for 1,200 points of damage than try and run a Greed Burn deck and make it work against most opponents. Plus, if your opponent's running Jinzo or something, they're just gonna shut down Greed Burn, instantly. It's just, damn, like, it's just, you wouldn't want to use Greed Burn. It's too finicky, even for a burn deck. And there's just much better burn options, Like, I'd rather run, you know, Fire Princess than if I'm gonna go play a 2006 game for, you know, for a burn deck, or Twin Solar Flare Dragons. Like, there's just so many better options, you know, if you want to burn an opponent over Greed Burn. It's just too risky, in my opinion. But yeah, we need to go shut down stuff. That way we can avoid enemy challengers, because I prefer not to face people if I don't have to. Because let's face it, going against the various, you know, Team Rocket members in here is just annoying and time-consuming. To decide what you're doing with this, I'm probably going to have to pick an RG Maker game or work on some PS2 stuff, even if I'm going to be posting the videos later in the week. Like, I need to start covering some ground on that stuff, like, today. Because I didn't get that much work done yesterday. Just could not get in the mood to work on much anything. Like, that t-shirt I bought, you know, says it all. I'm like a sloth on Mondays. I just like to sleep. Really? You're going with the Sonic Boom? What, you think you're a character from Street Fighter or something? Well, I'll surf it anyway. On the grounds I can't use Flail against a Magnemite. Because Magnemite, you know, is a steel type, so hitting with a Flail would do butt kiss. Yeah, I use more surfs. It's not fun. Then again, I wish Juno would have learned, you know, an actual electric attack much sooner than, like, level 28. Having access to, you know, Thunder Shock a bit earlier would have been nice. Especially for dealing with some flying opponents or facing off against, you know, Tentacools. For grinding purposes, you know, it's just so much easier that way. Yeah, it looks like we're out of options when it comes to the next Magnemite. Well, I guess we'll switch out. And we'll send out... Volty, why not? Let's see what you got, Volty. Honestly, it's probably not going to be very good, but we'll see. Sonic Boom! Well, two can play the Sonic Boom game. Hopefully we don't miss. I mean, I would use Screech, but it's not going to really help me here. Why Tackle? Like, seriously. Sonic Boom does guaranteed 20 points of damage. It's much more powerful than your Tackle attack. Oh, whatever. Then again, Volty doesn't learn many good options either, to be honest, this generation. So, I don't know how far I'm going to really get with Volty. Besides laughing at the ridiculous name here. Probably going to want to toss that. Probably. Well, let's keep moving. And we'll grab this while we're on our way. Though there's one thing I wish they would fix in you. It's all the, degenerate loops. I know they've almost always been there, but I really wish they'd fix them. Like, you really shouldn't be able to use a loop where you can just burn your opponent, you know, for an infinite amount of life points, because it's kind of ridiculous. I guess we can do that. Well, do I want to go on further, or do I want to stop here? I think we'll go on to the next floor, and then call it quits. Drive this up into like 10-minute segments, maybe. I just really don't like being in this hideout. It just takes so gosh darn long. Well, our only real option is Surf, to be honest. Well, we're almost done with Venonat. Surf again. Really need to get some better options for you, Juno. Oh well. Could be worse, I suppose. We could be stuck with Water Gun still. Another Venonat? Why not bust out a Venomoth, man? Even if it wouldn't make any sense, I'd still rather have that than Venonat. Like, give me some evolved enemies. And it failed again. Well, there's only one answer to that. RTL. Ride the lightning. Even though we can't cast thunder yet. What are you gurring about? What, is it because you lost? Well, that's your fault for being a loser. Well, now. It does, huh? Well, I'll figure it out. Trust me. Well, that does it for this episode. Next time, we'll get the passwords and try and work our way through a bit more of this place. Until then, see ya.